brand new week, which means it's time for another edition of Technoholik, where we get you addicted to technology every single week. I'm Radhika Sharma, and this week, it's not about the gadgets at all. It's all about social networking. So first things first, take a look at what's coming up on the show today. In the next half hour, we tell you why you should tweet more often. We also wrap up all the latest technology news for you in one quick go. But up first, tech giant Google launches Google+. Is it worth the hype? We break it down for you. Now, we told you it's a social networking special, which means Google, Facebook and Twitter. These three guys are definitely going to be involved. Now, Facebook, all of us are on Facebook. It's probably the biggest social networking website there is out there right now. Google earlier last month released Google+, its competitor to Facebook. Now, will there be a Facebook hangover? Will Google+ do well? All of these questions we'll answer later on the show. But first, let's tell you what Google+ is actually all about. And to do just that, Siddharth Sharma gives us the entire lowdown.
Internet is an ever-evolving world. Even as we speak, a whole new dimension to the World Wide Web must have been added. About 10 years ago, search engines came into the whole scene. They were quite popular, they even still are. Just type in your name and you could connect with anyone and everyone who even remotely shares your name. And about 5 years ago, social networking jumped into this virtual world to make you connect with all the people who even remotely share your name. Social networking is a virus on the internet without a cure. It all started gaining popularity with MySpace, and then along came many sites like the High Five and a couple of more that have lost their importance a long time. Then Google, which is like a broad spectrum antibiotic that cures everything on the web, came up with one of its own, called the Orkut. Now all I can remember is that someone called Mark Zuckerberg came up with a phenomena that changed the whole dynamics of social networking. Yes, we all know that Zuckerberg invented Facebook, so we really need to be slaves to this social networking platform for our farming needs and our gambling habits? I don't think so. It's time to move on, right? So now Google, after their not so successful attempts with the Orkut and the Buzz, have come up with an answer to that. Meet Google+. It's the next thing in social networking. Google+ at the moment is working in a test phase and gaining popularity with every hour in the passing. It's got a user interface just like Facebook, so not a big learning curve over there. All you need to do is have a Gmail account and you're good to go. With Google+, you connect with all the Google services. It features buttons that make you navigate to home, photos, your profile and circle. It's got more like a friend circle feel to it than a list of friends you have. The circles make you segregate your friends with just a drag and drop. Uploading photos is simple indeed, just like what Facebook gave you. Hangout is another function on the Google+. It's like making Hangout virtually with your friends circle. Google+ also has something called the Sparks. Use Sparks and get a constant feed on stuff you're really into, and share it with friends, of course. So after sharing it, your friends won't like it, they'll +1 it. The privacy settings on this social networking platform are just slightly better than that of Facebook. Now it seems like only the names of the functions have changed, but the whole game called social networking still remains the same, obviously with a better packaging. Now Facebook lets all the email holders use their Facebook services, but with a Google+, a Gmail account really helps. So I do +1 the whole idea of Google+. If you haven't gotten an invite yet, write into us at technoholik@indiatimes.com for your Google+ invite.
So there you go, you know everything there is to know about Google+. So obviously the first question is going to be Facebook. Is Google+ any different? Because everything that comes after Facebook is going to be compared to it. Before we get to that major question, let's first say what's actually good about Google+. Now first things first, it is a much better improvement over Buzz. Buzz was a good start, but frankly it was very annoying and it was just too intrusive. Secondly, Google+, for me at least, is much more interactive than Facebook. Sure, I like the idea of posting links and all of my status messages on Facebook, but the circles thing that Google+ has, the fact that you can make different lists for different kinds of people that you want to add in your circle is very, very interactive. The fact that you can just pull the icons, pull the contacts and just put them into separate lists just makes perfect sense to me. Yes, of course you can do the same on Facebook with lists, but circles just makes it much more easier. The fact that you can make different kinds of lists. Now you can have your main friends, the friends that you never talk about, the friends that are drinking buddies, your friends that are family vacation friends, your family is separate, everybody is separate, so you exactly know what your post is aimed at what kind of person, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Secondly, I actually like the Hangout feature. It integrates video into social networking much better. Chat is good, but chat is how much can you do with chat? You have Google Chat to do the rest, but I like the fact that video is integrated in Hangout. And further possibilities for Hangout could be many artists can come together, you can actually have a discussion, you can talk about various topics, and it can be that one central place that everyone gets together and makes great news for all they matter. It's actually like that Xbox feature that we had seen much earlier, where all the avatars come together and talk at the same time, except these are real people and you can hang out with all of them. Now question is this a Facebook hangover? Not really. I wouldn't say it's much better than Facebook or much lesser than Facebook. It's just something completely different, but I think it's a step in the complete right direction. Google has always been good with integrating everything into Gmail. Even for us, you didn't have to go to a separate place or a separate icon. You didn't have to log into anything else separately to give out all your status messages. I like the fact that right on top of my Gmail, I see where my sign on button is. I can post my status message there. Also, I see the buzz up. Also, I see the Google Plus updates right there. I love that feature. Now, again, to answer the question that is it better than Facebook, I don't think it's better than Facebook yet, but it has full potential to be better than Facebook. The fact that you can share pictures so easily, share media so easily, and the interface just looks much larger, I like that fact. But also, you've built your entire media list, your entire friend list on Facebook. Every person on the average at least has more than 100 people that they've friended on Facebook. Now, to do the same on another social networking website like Google Plus, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but I'm just too lazy to do it right now. Why am I going to find the time to export 375 friends that I have on Facebook onto Google Plus? Right now, there's no incentive for me to do that. There's nothing so great that I would want to completely shift there. But it's an idea definitely worth checking out. So what I say about Google Plus right now, that it's there, it's definitely a step in the right direction. Give it a little more time, let it come out of beta mode completely. I'm pretty sure Google will add some fantastic features to it and it will be a well-worthy product. Tell us your opinions on Google Plus. Tweet us. Our IDs are flashing on your screens right now. Tell us what you think about it and whether you want to move on it or not. And with all that Google Plus talk, it's time to take a break on this segment of Technoholik. But the social networking continues. How does Twitter affect your name on the internet? We'll tell you after the break.